enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet. And you're my best friend?
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
Due respect, Director Tan, but you don't know me.
Oh, I think I do. You're ingenuous and a great... Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, but you're there. Ah, I remind you.
Acting director.
This isn't the time. That's...
Then I look...
But
What?
if the other...
Careful.
And we...
So, yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your sister, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Will do.
Pathfinder. We are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
Right. She had something that could help with our job.
You've had a year to think about it.
It's the Scourge, Director Tan. Its origin defies all known explanations.
How? We brought all that equipment along.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates. The bar opens on the Nexus. Protect as a sign of stability and the opposite of abilities. Unfortunately, First Wing, in need of a this is Agent X. Superintendent Cash reminds everyone, all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand. Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal. Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. But maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about?
How can I? For all I know...
Sounds like a lot.
Yeah, would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one. That'd I've sent the... No, I'm fine. And I
find out why. Be careful.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
They're nervous without authorization.
Tracking enemy activity. Apex leaders notified.
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson. The initiative found that the kill was
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Do you have just a minute, Pathfinder?
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect. Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson. The initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though Director Jaron Tan has provided few details.
Must be great to see all your hard work on display.
We're seeing more and more terminals.
They are like an infection.
An occupying force. The deeper we push into the cluster, the more likely we are to find.
There's no turning back. We're living here whether they like it or not.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates. All personnel, be aware of any...
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone, all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand. A worker was lost to space during repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name has been withheld until next of kin in the Milky Way is notified. This is HNS.
What's the latest about waking people up? We're in a holding pattern. Word is the Nexus is coming.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patil's. A third party seems likely.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Ryder, the blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memory.
Wait, I can actually see...
Yes, you will experience them via your...
Okay. Something new every day. Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together, benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work, but your request will be denied.
Alec?
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
He told me to appreciate the time I have left. There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
Wow. Hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
I would hope so. Mom's life was worth fighting for.
It would seem his obstinance.
Nobody wanted to...
Perhaps it was the unknown. Private audio log. I detect additional...
Okay, I'll keep working on it. Do you know anything more about...
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
What more can you tell me?
The implant itself provides me with...
Then Dad...
You removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology.
Me more than you. I take it you're based...
However, using quantum entanglement communication, I remain in constant touch with you and the Pathfinder mission. Symbiosis, in similar... In return, I provide you with capabilities and analysis. Of course.
Pathfinder, Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open now.
Printed books? Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted. That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
Amazing. All I think about are the times I wasn't there for her. Well, that's going to change. It occurs to me that Dunn's agreed to a scouting. I'm worried it's these, which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me,
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
But in the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. Hello,
There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap.
The day is finally here. We'll jump through a few relays. It's daunting thinking about all the... I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man.
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it. That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my...
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans... When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question...
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times. The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you, needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like.
Top scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence.
Let's check another. This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were based on the limited information available. We are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus. You will need to conduct scans from...
Got it.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
Biometrics do not match.
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
Welcome back, Pathfinder. Please select a topic.
An expedition to Eos in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious facility that authorities are calling a vault.
Biometrics do not match.
About the underground structure is believed to be remnant information. Noted historic scientists.
What am I going to do?
The human Pathfinder has died. Alec Ryder was killed after touching down on Habitat 7 in the Erickson system. Ryder's son has reportedly replaced him as Pathfinder, taking command of the Tempest in the ongoing search for a home in Andromeda. This is HNS.
Inaccurate match. Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins, reports to Candorus's department.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
History is made after the initiative establishes Prodromos, its first outpost in Helios. The establishment... The human Pathfinder has died. Alec Ryder was killed after touching down on Habitat 7 in the Erickson system. Ryder's son has reportedly replaced him as Pathfinder, taking command of the Tempest in the ongoing search for a home in Andromeda. This is HNS.
You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
I'll do the exploring. Don't you have someone else to track the numbers?
Get off your perch. This is where numbers become lives. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threat. Want more? Brecker will... No pressure.
Hello, Pathfinder. I am Cryodip. Your first task is to decide
Whoa, that...
Yeah. Andromeda viability and the Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
What's the rundown on AV?
Much of the preparation and the threshold points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear.
How are you met?
It's the simplest explanation. The more you do, the more room we have to grow. Absolutely. You accept its people and how all our lives be.
All right, Brett.
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. You may begin... Pathfinder. And the sweet protocol and the process. Now we're living.
What's your take?
Your progress thrills me. Make my job obsolete.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour. Apex personnel, please check
It's
your
not
duty
right.
roster for important
It's not
updates.
fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A path... My husband. He's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly?
They don't exile you for petty... They say... There are... His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing.
I'd be...
Oh, please.
Help you?
Pathfinder.
Ah, nope.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
I'm not here to exile you. Told you what?
At this point, it's too late.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the feudal... The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. There's more. He ordered a... I saw move. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
I'm so sorry, that...
We were close. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only...
Don't...
That would... Maybe there's...
Glad to see you finally. I hear you've been busy out there.
That's what...
Anyway, welcome to Militia.
What's the word on the Turian?
Scattered Reef. If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I spoke with...
When the mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a...
It was shortened despite the... His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you assume he's lying?
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, and there's... As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Are the other Turians...
It's probably... But it's hard to focus with our arc missing. They penned it. By the time...
That sounds...
The militia grew from there. Funny. Once the heat is... I was...
The good...
The cat... Then... But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Yeah.
What do you...
They don't...
Why?
No one knows. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus. I have... But that isn't news to you, right?
Bike.
Tracking enemy activity. Zones 2, 12, 19.
The Nexus versus colonist Nilken, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought... Have you heard?
Yes.
I helped... Then in the sandstorm...
Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was...
Did you...
Nil... Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
If they'd...
Front's fine, but you don't... To me, that's the saddest part. The chief...
Did Nilkins...
I lost sight of... Could have been killed. The reality of the act sinking in.
Reynolds was leading you...
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was... In retrospect, it is ironic. If he had...
I appreciate...
Of course. It can...
So the body was never examined? Important piece...
Tian wouldn't allow...
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
Tracking enemy activity. Apex leaders notified.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal. History is made.
Yes, this is your place now.
No, I am not in... Ryder, you're off to... But until we find the other arcs, a cloud hangs over the initiative. Did you have some other business?
I'm looking... I want to go to...
That it...
First
I think we already have. Though physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can...
All right. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck. Public... Even the founder of the initiative, G.N. Garson. We had... Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the... Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen.
They don't...
Good rid... The crow... Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. It's... What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead. They don't see me as the rightful successor. I was deputy assistant for revenue management.
Right. Sorry.
In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until... We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. But she persevered, and while we cannot promise they will find it, though I'm not. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
That's all.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Well, old man, getting there. Put in a good word for us.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand. The Pythia system has discovered mysterious...
Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tvessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakim, my producer.
What do you look...
But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda. Well, I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested? Sure.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
An expedition to Eos in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious...
Беспечно верю я в мечту. Верю я в мечту. Тонко, мол. Идешь ко мне навстречу, я тебя так жду. В черном платье так беспечно верю я в мечту. И цветы, что за спиною, я тебе принес. Ты возьмешь их нежно в руку, надеюсь, все всерьез. Ты возьмешь их нежно в руку, надеюсь, все всерьез. День проходит, понедельник, очень грустно мне. Без тебя, моя Аленка, мучаюсь во сне. И твой пышный рыжий волос свел меня с ума. И теперь звоню тебе я с самого утра. И теперь звоню тебе я с самого утра. Алло, Аленка, красивые глаза. Алло, Аленка, рыжая коса. Алло, ты идешь ко мне навстречу, я тебя так жду. В черном платье так беспечно верю я в мечту. И цветы, что за спиною, ты идешь ко мне.
Let me know what materials you need and I'll find you something. That's a relief. Thanks for helping out.
These power outages make no sense.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative.
Welcome to the Cultural Exchange Center. Please have a look around. We're just getting things up and running.
This is an outpost for Milky Way colonists arriving in... This is Ark Hyperion, one of several... This is an image of the Citadel, considered the seat of government for many civilized groups in the Milky Way galaxy. Here, the Council deliberates on that galaxy. It is a champion of the common citizen, eager to help those in need. As with all political institutions in the Milky Way, conflict is rare. Peace and cooperation are the rule of the day.
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors. They're happy to answer any questions you may have and eager to learn more about your own culture.
The use of firearms on the Nexus is against initiative regulations.
Don't shove the crate off the... You shoved the crate off the ramp. Where do they find these people?
I don't know. Maybe I should have stayed home.
Enough. Look, this isn't going to work. Just give me another chance.
A reminder that alcoholic beverages must be consumed within private quarters or at the vortex. Consumption of alcohol in public spaces is strictly prohibited.
Maybe he thought he was being honest. He was being an ass.
I can't believe you said that.
What? I was just being honest.
There's a difference between being honest and being an ass.
I tried.
Hi,
It's like they
this
spawn
is
when
Gian
I'm not
Garson,
looking.
founder of the initiative. We're constantly striving to make life on the Nexus more enjoyable for all our citizens. But we know there's always room for improvement. If you have any suggestions, don't hesitate to share them.
What? That's ridiculous. Why would you say that? Maybe he thought he was being honest. He was being an ass.
I don't know. Maybe I should have stayed home.
Enough. Look, this isn't going to work. Just give me another chance.
Hi,
No.
this is Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. We're constantly
PB said she wanted to talk to you.
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
All stop, now!
Cat ships, a dozen. No, more.
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
Well, scan them back.
Where is the one who activated the Remnant? Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
You're the one in my way. Who are you?
They've lost navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
I actually know a lot about the Remnant. We should compare notes.
Enough! Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Sam?
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
Do it! Report.
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
It will be tight.
Callow? Yes!
Nice work, kid.
Yeah. But who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
We're being contacted.
We have to land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagalesto. Tov Jagalesto.
We're visitors from another galaxy. Our intentions are peaceful.
Av Naleseto. They've sent us a nav point.
Set us down. Yes. Ha, look at that. It's beautiful. We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
If this goes badly, if I get eaten alive, even if it's hilarious, please destroy the vids. Need me to take my shoes off?
I'm Paran Shai, governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, Joel. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw this ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
He's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
We didn't know what we'd find here, to be honest. But I'm open to sharing what we know, if you are.
Honest? Honesty would be a good start. I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me. Follow closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone. Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the Resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Ket and protect us.
What's happening?
Keep moving.
This isn't safe.
Okay.
I detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
This isn't safe. It belongs in a containment cell.
Let Governor Shai.
We know what you're doing.
Get over here.
Am I that intimidating?
You're an outsider who invaded our home. We know nothing about you.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then keep moving.
Never thought I'd see another alien.
How did it find us?
He, not it. And stop staring.
A human on Aya. How long until the
None of the local flora register in my data files. We've encountered an undiscovered ecosystem.
Okay, just keep him inside.
Your city is beautiful.
Thank you. You're the first outsider to see it.
I'm honored. What happens if Ephra doesn't like me?
He won't. But you need to earn his trust.
He's responsible for everyone's safety. I know what that's like.
You're a leader.
Trying to be.
Everything will be fine.
This is the Resistance headquarters.
They are bullies, but this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak?
No. I am telling you to be strong through your cunning and heart. Okay? Hey.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know.
Our experience with the Ket makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
We've had our own run-ins with the Ket.
Then you really do understand. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing. Now, the Ket mercilessly abduct Angara, often we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the Ket kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Fold.
Ephra, this is one of the aliens from the Milky Way. A Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
It wasn't meant that way. I have an ark full of desperate people counting on me to find them a home before they starve.
Of course, I feel for you and your people. So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault.
But now the Ket have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us, and you.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass.
Joel, you talk too much.
Let me assess this, alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me.
Go if you want, but when he tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first.
I'm Jal Amaderov. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
Thank you for trusting me.
I don't. But I can always kill you in your sleep.
Good to know.
I've organized my analysis of Aya. Shall I relay it to the Nexus?
Definitely.
Be careful out there.
Ryder? Ship's fixed up and ready to fly.
I'm just saying, as far as first contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Only slightly.
Yeah, what happened? I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Did the translators not work?
They work.
I know we're improvising as we go, but let's remember that there is...
Don't think I got that. Ryder.
Jaal has...
How do we...
That's...
Siri.
Settle.
One day, about 80 years ago, the Archon and the Ket arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
They declared war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Ket kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Sure, I'll fight Ket all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder.
Surprisingly, I'm with PB. Our own mission has to take priority.
We have a plan. Kind of. Pretty solid. Jaal?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to two of our worlds at our briefing this morning. And you'll accompany me.
Because?
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Jaal's told me about these two worlds, Havarl and Vold.
Before the Scourge disaster, Vold was a thriving planet of billions. A shining center of technology and life.
And now?
It's the center of our ground war against the Ket. Our resistance base is fighting Ket Command for control of the planet.
What about the other?
Havarl is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous. We suspect Remnant.
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact with our scientists.
Still don't get how any of this helps us.
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jaal wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Let me weigh the options. I'll let you know.
We'll be ready, whatever you decide.
Jaal, give Kallo the nav points for both planets. Let's...
Hey, off to the cargo bay if you need anything.
Nice place you found.
Clean air?
So,
Maybe.
what the hell was that?
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
I know it's not the same, but
I hope... I don't want... Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
even if we get there.
Working biotic, the initiative. It's quiet.
Hello, Ryder. Meeting with the Angara.
I'll say.
We are arguably in a similar time, yet your encounter was peaceful. It appears that hope was well-founded.
So if we're going... How's your sense of humor?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this.
Humor's not a skill, it's...
A neutron enters a bar and asks, "How much is a drink?" The bartender replies, "For you, no charge."
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor. Thanks, Sam.
Don't give the bat.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just 'cause Ha! I like the way you say.
Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own. You think it's...
So why did you...
Staying. After the... Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh in our colony.
Can't argue with it.
Ryder. Got no... Spend... He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Why did the Krogan...
The... Kesh is alone on that station now.
You think someone...
Tan wouldn't listen. Things need... Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
We can talk more.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sis.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder. I always
Focus on the pop.
I get a Ket corpse. For auto. Harry didn't tell. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
That's
I grew up on Omega, but we just Sam.
I'm in the tech lab, if you need me.
I'll talk to someone. Maybe they could use you on comms. Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Hope I'm not interrupting something important.
Not at all. We were just finishing up.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know.
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
Wow, that's some laser focus.
Yeah? Was it too much? Some people get intimidated.
We need that sort of drive. I just hope I can keep up.
You'll keep up. And I promise I won't tell if you don't. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
Pathfinder, making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, this is the most important part of the ship.
Whoa, don't tell me they put someone smart in charge for a change. I am at your command.
Just want to see how things are going?
That little stunt, it just feels good. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
Seems like life back there.
I tend to live the way I work. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
We're exploring this cluster. Eventually the galaxy.
Then the question, you just...
Deal.
Gaia has so much biodiversity.
Just like Circuit.
scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
It's dangerous. And that's all I see. A mass of destructive, malevolent tentacles.
I can appreciate the colors of a coral snake. Helios, just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
There's nothing about the universe that suggests a divine intelligence. And most of what we've seen in Helios is artificial, as you said yourself.
Yes, but we're creative beings. Whoever made the remnant was too. Why should that be proved? Wouldn't a true creator want to pass on the drive to invent?
If everything was set in place by some...
My faith does not hinder my work. My senses tell me what the world is. Science shows me how it came to be. And religion tells me why.
Science and religion have always been at odds. No amount of rationalization is going to change that.
Shall we agree to disagree? Our beliefs are clearly incompatible. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports. We'll talk later.
Hi. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our
That's
nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean... Of course. What can I say? I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I like the temp.
I remember Serena debugging... Tion and O'Connell are...
You remember all that?
Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Don't sweat it. We'll bring...
I should get back to it, but thank...
Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Satellite detected.